We got a few just yes/no questions here.
Yeah,
Uh, will there be both rural and urban areas in heaven?
I think yes.
Will I have a big mansion when I get to heaven?
Well, okay. So, uh, what there's a misunderstanding of John 14 based on the King James translation. My father's house are many mansions. Um, the contemporary, not just contemporary translations, but other translations other than the King James will often say, um, "On my father's estate there are many dwelling places,"
Mhm.
because it isn't a word primarily that just means mansions. It could be rooms within a large household, or it could be houses upon a large estate. So that's not an easy yes no answer, but I think that's
No,
what
that's
that passage
helpful.
says.
Yeah. What about, is there time in heaven?
Absolutely. And I'm glad somebody asked that because since I didn't have time to talk about it. There's actually, this is kind of funny because, okay, first, is there time in the present heaven? And some people say, oh, no, there's not. And people who went to heaven today, if it's another 100 years before Jesus comes, it'll be like just a moment later because there's no, that they return with Christ because there's no time in heaven. But Revelation 8:1 says this, and there was silence in heaven for half an hour. Okay, well, that's pretty specific. Okay, then you've got the trees that are bearing fruit, and they're bearing a new fruit every month. That's on the new earth.
Hmm.
A new fruit every month. What's a month? A month is a measure of time.
Hmm.
I think one of the things is, all our musicians out there know this, there's no music without time. You hold a note.
Mhm.
There's a quarter note, there's a half note, you start a song, there's a middle to a song, and there's a conclusion to a song. A song takes time, and it's just like, will there be talking in heaven? Or will we all instantly know what everybody ever thought and will think and is ever going to say and has said, and we know it right now? I mean, no. God exists outside of time. That's what we have to remember. But he chose to enter into time for us. So God lives in a realm of timelessness in his essential nature and enters into space and time for our benefit. We are never called timeless beings.
Hmm.
We are not infinite. We are finite by nature. And finite by nature means that you live in space and time.
Hmm. That's
We'll
great.
always be finite. What we won't be is fallen.
Hmm. That's
And
great.
don't ever get those two mixed up. We'll always just be creatures. And
Sure.
some people say, "Oh, I can't wait till we die because we'll know everything when we die." No, only God knows everything.
Yeah.
And actually, Ephesians 2:7 says, "In the ages to come, God will be revealing unto us the riches of His grace and kindness in Christ Jesus."
Hmm.
He will be revealing. We will learn in heaven, which might be somebody
Great.
else's question.